Dear listener, ClockTower is intended for mature audiences and might be inappropriate or possibly triggering to some. Many of the themes and events in ClockTower are inspired by weird fiction as well as similar concepts, which means the show can get dark. If that isn't something you enjoy, please listen at your own discretion. We here at the ClockTower care about you, so please put your mental health first. Our show will be here when you're ready.
Welcome to Season 2 of ClockTower, a D&D 5e experience. To all our old and new listeners, we're excited to have you here with us. ClockTower is a D&D campaign turned audio drama, played with a custom class and a few house rules that we as a group collectively enjoy. If you find yourself getting a little lost, there's always older episodes to guide you back to the path. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and welcome to the ClockTower. You all find yourself sitting on the soft cushions of the couch within the ClockTower. It does, in almost every way, look the same as it always has. Whether it's for Sam and Jaeger's 20-something missions, if not more, or Barrett's eternity of missions, it doesn't look that different. However, a few of you look up, and behind the mirror on the wall, higher up than any of you can reach, and bigger than you would think it should be, is that X carved into the wall that you all think Barrett put there when he carved the X into the tree in the forest on the edge of Haven. But you're back again. The door behind the wardrobe left open, the wardrobe pulled away from it.
Jaeger looks around the room, sighs, pats the couch twice just to sort of ground himself, and stands up and says, I'm thinking, and I know, very dangerous thing for me to do, but we need to go try to get that flame. And if we can begin perhaps passing it on to others, and that will help Haven continue to grow. But if we do that, we can also go and find Estelle again and perhaps get that mirror back.
To be fair, I don't even think that needed to be said. I'm on the same page.
Good. Want to be sure.
I definitely think that's probably a good place to start, but the only way we can get to either of them is by happen chance, right? Unless we want to ask an aspect, maybe how to get a different mayor or a way to find them more concretely.
Didn't you say you could talk to the tower?
Maybe. It's incredibly vague. Well, I've really got to figure out a better system.
Honestly, I'd prefer vacant silence and the owl. I'd definitely prefer whatever the fuck you got going on. Whether it be organized or not, I think I prefer your way and talking to the tower. As vague as it may be.
Barrett, roll a perception check.
Who knows?
Ooh, how bad is it?
19.
Okay, it's just a failure. You kind of look around and something feels off, but you don't know what. And then you kind of like,
I don't know if those papers were what I was using still on the table, but
they're not. The only thing on the table is the bullets right now. The eye, theoretically, is in a pocket in one of Barrett's vests in the wardrobe right now, which is where you guys put it last. And Jaeger, as you are thinking about it, since you're the one who gestured about the eye, you look over and all of you can make a perception check now, except for Bink, who already failed his.
That is a 12.
15.
21.
Okay. Sam, you are thinking of other things. You have no idea what they're noticing. Both of you notice there's like a scrap of clothing like hanging out of the door of the wardrobe, which has not ever been like that and shouldn't be like that with how the ClockTower cleans and fixes everything.
Jaeger pops away from the couch as if he almost like teleported, but he didn't. He's just
leaping over the
he's
table.
Jumped over the table, yeah. And gets to the front of the wardrobe and then takes a breath before opening it up.
An avalanche of clothes falls out. Roll a dexterity save.
Oh no, I'm just gonna take the hit.
All right, you choose to fail the dexterity save. Jaeger is buried in clothes that keep coming out of the wardrobe so much so that it's just like pouring like someone opened a portal into snow. Clothes are now filling up like all the way to the bookcase halfway around the clock tower. Just like clothes everywhere.
I jump up and try to go around the pile and try and close the door from the side if I can.
Well, you could definitely close the door trying to push it after you like shovel the rest of the clothes out, but it's like
Oh, so it's not continuously pouring out.
It is like if in an instant every outfit you and Grin ever wore, as well as every outfit that the other teams have wore, all just fucking flew out of the wardrobe at once. The infinite space of the wardrobe just vomited all over half your clock tower, and it is a lot of clothes.
All right, I start digging off the pile. Oh, there's chainmail in here. Come on, we gotta get this off of him.
Jaeger, make a Constitution save. You are legitimately being smothered by clothes.
21 again.
You're not happy, but you're doing okay.
If you can get like a finger, anything like a boot, I can try and levitate him out of it.
I'm still digging.
Yeah, just roll in athletics. You can have advantage on this because it's just digging through clothes.
So 13 minus 1.
12?
Yeah.
You are digging as fast as you can, man, but there's a lot of clothes, especially like right next to the wardrobe.
Oh, my sweater.
What do you think we should do, Trinket? I mean, there's nothing I can really do besides shuffle things around.
Do you have like a spell that can do something?
I could lift one piece of clothing 20 feet in the air. Or hopefully lift Jaeger 20 feet in the air out of the clothing.
Well, I guess we just have to slowly dig him out.
I guess like it.
Are you guys all gonna work together and dig Jaeger out of the clothes?
And I will cast guidance.
You don't have to roll. With all three of you, you unbury Jaeger from the clothes. However, Jaeger, way too many clothes. That was actually starting to get frightening for a minute.
Sorry, I guess we could have let you appear on the couch, but I don't know why I panicked.
I don't know, man. I'd rather just not take the risk.
Yeah, so I think we should figure out where the eye
It's in my fishing vest.
Well, let's find that.
Which
He just
one?
looks around the clothes apocalypse around him like.
Oh, wait. Everyone step away, and we'll look away, and we'll look back.
You know what? Sure, why not?
Yep.
Might as well.
All right. Everyone look away, and we look back.
Every piece of clothing is put away, except for a fishing vest, which is over by the hourglass.
Whew. All right.
Hey.
Okay, so yeah, you most likely would have just popped back on the couch. I'm glad you didn't, though.
Yeah, you know, dying from clothes in my own house would be kind of fucked.
Yeah, but you know what? You could always say you have a very unique way of going.
Jaeger just kind of stares there for a second, like just this blank stare, like almost like dead eyes, like.
Do you think the books we got from Haven are on the table or like the bookcases?
Jaeger checks his pocket. Where
It's not in your
got the
pocket.
book. Oh, maybe the bookcase. I don't know.
I check the system. Is it fucked?
Well, your system has been fucked. You still haven't been able to fix your system.
Has it been fucked?
But you know where the new books always get added at like the very top where the books are filling in, and you just look at like the top, like 3 floors up of books. And you're just like, you gonna go up there and check?
How about we handle the vest and you can go look?
Sure.
Before you do, I have an idea. Maybe, and this is just me being a crazy guy. Maybe we give the owl back their eye. Like we find. No. Okay.
What? Now you want to give him back his eye? Now?
It only took a cashmere avalanche, I guess.
Okay.
What's a cashmere?
Trinket at your side, Lamp is like, why are we yelling? What's going on?
I'm going up to the books.
It took a near-death experience for you to decide this.
No, not really. It took me like being stuck in Haven for a while, and then like talking to some people who are from not our dimension, and then kind of realizing that, you know what? maybe the owl is being a dick to us because every other agent is also being a dick to the owl. And so you put that all together and then you kind of have a problem of like generalities. And so we have to just prove that we aren't the general gist of agents like we have to everybody else in Haven because they don't think we're normal either. So maybe it's time for us to put ourselves forward as like the weird ones that we already are. You know what I mean? Is it just me talking?
Hey, Barrett, could you roll a history check for me really quick?
Yeah, unnatural 20.
Yeah, your brain's going through all this. Like, burn the owl in a circus tent. They sacrificed the owl to a giant snake. And you're like, all the things you're going through your head of like, yeah, I don't know if like turning the other cheek now is that effective after you've killed someone a couple of times.
Well, okay. I do see where you're coming from, and I think that trying to not further antagonize the owl is probably to our benefit. However, well, I guess it kind of boils down to, do we want to use the eye in the tower? Because we can bring it on missions, but that's, I don't know. We could just always find an aspect there.
At the top of a ladder on like the rung of the bookshelves, I yell down, "Why don't you just ask Lily?"
There's a split second where Jaeger's face goes like blank.
Because we're gonna find them. Sorry, that came off a little blunt. I was trying to be optimistic. Fuck, whatever. He keeps climbing real loud.
Hey, Trinket, can you roll me a perception check, please?
13.
You smell smoke.
I'm gonna look around for where
The fishing vest is starting to smolder out of one of its pockets.
Guys?
Yeah?
I point dramatically at the smoldering vest.
It
shit.
seems that the eye of the owl is quite literally burning a hole in the pocket of the fishing vest.
Jaeger's gonna go for it.
You gonna go touch the fishing vest? What are you doing?
He's gonna try to get
exactly?
the owl out. Yeah, he's gonna try to get the eye out and fucking like hot potato it.
Okay. Reach in the pocket, you pull the eye of the owl out. It is cold, not hot, which you're kind of like, huh, weird. And then you hear a voice over your shoulder go, "A closet? Really?"
To be fair, it wasn't my idea.
Who you're talking to? Oh,
Roll a wisdom save.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 13.
You feel like your perception starts to waver for a second, and then it's just darkness all around you. You feel like you can't move, kind of like being suffocated under clothes, actually, but you just feel like fabric over your face and you can't fucking breathe for a second. All of your perception is if you are just like being smothered by a thin piece of fabric now.
Jaeger,
Give me a second. Let me just
how about you hand that off to somebody else?
I have to explain.
Yeah, Jaeger can't hear anything right now.
Do you think we should...
I'm gonna try to like just smack it out of his hand.
Roll.
8.
You like smack his wrist and it's like it's got a death grip. Jaeger, make a Constitution save.
18.
You are holding your breath like a fucking champion, but it is not any more comfortable.
As he's doing so, he's also still talking to him. He's like, wait, I'm trying to
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
fix this. 5.
You feel everything, you're like, wait. And you just feel this like really angry, malicious presence over your entire perception of everything around you right now. Roll another Constitution save. Everybody else, does anybody else want to try and do anything about this? Because he's sitting there mumbling and choking on nothing.
I'm gonna Barrett.
Did I find the books, by the way?
You get up to the top and you're like, oh, the books are here. And then you hear Barrett over the...
It's like, I'm coming, as I'm bringing the books down.
18.
You are still holding your breath like a champion. What's your con score?
14 right now.
In 2 minutes, you're going to suffocate out.
Got it.
I would like to point at Jaeger and cast message.
Okay.
That's in his thoughts.
Interesting.
The message would be, we're here, let go.
You get a message back. Do you mind? I'm trying to kill him.
But since message is a cantrip, I'll cast a message again and say, hello, Sorry about this.
Message returned. You stuffed me in a closet.
Message again. Could we apologize for that and maybe go forward?
Message returned. Hold on, I'm killing your friend.
Last message sent. Why don't we do that and then move from there?
Message returned. You're going to kill him, question mark?
Sam, like, concentrating on their head this whole time.
So you, Trinket, from your perspective, right? Barrett, you call for Barrett. Sam goes, I have an idea. And they go, they put their fingers to their temples for a second, they send a message, and then they, like, get this weird... Actually, Cal, how does Sam react visually to some of these messages?
Okay, so it goes, like, the initial, like, a lot of deep concern, like, the initial message is sent, and then it goes to, like, a moment of, like, apprehension, and then, like, a sinking expression on their face, and then, like, it seems like they're talking to somebody completely different. Like, you've only seen this expression when they're talking to the owl, or maybe somebody they really are like, do we have to?
Very obviously, you're not talking to Jaeger, apparently.
What is happening?
Am I there yet?
Lamp is also like, what's going on? Shit, you are, like, stressed. What is happening?
Am I back yet?
Yeah, you get down you go to slide the railing and went,
Just cuddle down. Can I smack his hand with a book? Two-handed.
Hit his AC.
I got 4.
You smack Jaeger's hand, and Jaeger's hand goes, and, like, doesn't move when the book smacks it.
2 books.
You see his, like, palm and his wrist is red from where you smacked it, and he's still just, like, death gripping the eye. Sam, you sent only one message, so that was the only reply you could get. Trinket, you realized that Sam was talking to somebody else. Jaeger, you're still suffocating. It hasn't been 2 minutes yet, probably like 30 seconds of actual talking.
I'm trying to fix what I fucked up, and it's very hard.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage and a -3.
7.
You finally hear a reply, which is the only part of your perception that is not suffocating that you've heard yet, and it's just a very indignant voice going, excuse me, I'm trying to talk to your friend. And that's it. And you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Okay, so the owl is suffocating Jaeger to death.
Can I push him onto the couch?
Eternal suffering.
Yeah, roll a grappling check, which is a strength check versus non-contesting, because you can't contest.
14.
You
That's
grab Jaeger, which is, you're also kind of bigger than Jaeger, so you, like, grab him and he's, like, not rigid, but he's just, like, every muscle in his body is tensed, and he's, like, gasping for air, and it's like he can't get any. It's actually, it seems like he's trying to gasp for air, but, like, his body doesn't know how.
And he's nowhere near the couch, really.
You can take him to the couch.
Oh, okay, cool, great. Then, yeah,
He's at the hourglass, so it's just a
I'll
little
half
bit-
sling him over my
You
shoulder.
could even just toss him over the back of the couch.
then yeah, boom.
Before I get sent over,
Yeah.
it's literally just me going, I'm trying to return this. And then
You get thrown over the side, and as soon as you touch the couch, you feel like this clap of energy, like two warring opposing forces are pressing against each other. And then your hand, like somebody very gently took your fingers and opened your hand, opens up, and you feel the eye of the owl roll out, and you're totally fine. And for a second, you feel a presence over you, just like a reassuring, calming presence, like it's okay.
Jaeger?
I'm alive? I almost died. I don't know if that was real death. It felt like real death.
Let's not go for a third. Just sit on the couch and chill out for a second.
Also, Barrett, Trinket watched everything. You have no idea what the fuck just happened.
Did I witness the eye falling out of his hand?
It was weird too because his hand was like death gripping, and then his fingers opened in a kind of unnatural way, like somebody prying each finger up, and then it relaxed as soon as the eye was out of its hand.
Where did it roll to?
It's under the table.
So that was the owl. They're very frustrated that we put them in a closet. I kind of see why. Apparently they're open to being apologized to, but they definitely wanted to kill Jaeger. And I don't think anybody should pick up that eye. I'm kind of, well, This is kind of a damned if we do, damned if we don't situation, right? Like, we pick it up, we put it through the mayor, try to return it, we'll die the whole way through, and we leave it here, that just gets worse.
Devil's advocate, we have pissed off the owl a lot.
From what I can remember you guys telling me, I wouldn't want an apology at this point either.
Yeah, doesn't matter, it's still gonna get one. Ugh. And stands up.
So, how do we want to go? We can...
Let's try to find the aspect from Haven. Let's
Lucy?
Try to find, yeah, thank you. And then, if anything, we could either try to find a way to pass this, not to Lucy, that's a terrible idea, but to another aspect instead. Maybe that would help.
Yeah, I have an idea, actually.
Oh, sure.
Well, for now, I think we should probably just leave it under the table. But maybe if we ask the owl while we're on a mission, I mean, I feel like that's been less threatening to us, and we can always one of us can always click our watch.
That's true.
So it'd be more safe to ask the owl what we do with this eye if we were on a mission, I think.
I think that's a pretty good plan, honestly.
Didn't they tell us they just wanted us to bury it anyway? Well, we found it in the first place.
Now we can't pick it up.
Well, we did technically bury it in the wardrobe, and it just pissed them off. So I don't know what the fuck they want.
Yeah, I think unless we can somehow go back to the place we found it in, we're going to have to find a different solution.
And I think asking them what they want to do is probably a great choice.
Yeah, probably. I assume they don't get a lot of choices themselves very often, so...
That's what they've told me.
Yeah.
You could always ask the tower if there's a safe place to put it.
Maybe not go to the least favorite person to go to ask them about what to do with what to do with the eye. Just saying.
Seems like the tower was the only thing that could unclench your hand just now.
That is true.
That's fair. However, once again, we're going to the least favorite person of this person to get advice about this person.
We're probably one of their least favorite people.
You would think.
What does it matter? Sorry, as I, kind of to the eye underneath the table.
In a really weird way, I hope we are the worst people to ever bump into them.
I don't think we are.
Alive?
Yeah, that's fair. Well, it seems like the next step is going through the mayor.
Okay.
If we hold on to this long enough, we'll probably be the mission target ourselves. Who knows?
Trinket, you feel Lamp is still like, is it done? Is it question mark?
I give the lantern a little pat.
It's like, give it to us. We'll eat it.
Last time I tried to do that, it went flying across the room.
With your hand on the lamp kind of gives you the feeling of that was last time. You get this feeling that Lamp might be a little overconfident considering its entire purpose in life is to contain an eldritch being.
Maybe if we can't get another solution, we can try that again. And give it another pat.
You get a confirmation nod from Lamp, kind of yeah, we're ready, we're waiting.
Jaeger's gonna walk over to the mirror, not the mirror, but the clock face, and just go, "Can you help us try to find Lucy?" And then on top of the clock face. Damn it.
Okay. You see the hands of the clock face stop and then turn around to finally set a time limit, ready to go on the mission, and the mirror lights up again, and it feels like it's been kind of a long time since you've seen everything set up for a mission. I mean, you were on a mission right before Haven, but that mission was kind of long, and Haven was kind of long, and now it's a new place.
Sam looks up at the clock face. What's the time?
The time is 7.
7 hours, 7 days, 7 weeks, we don't know.
7.
Barrett knows that you can't get a feeling for it until you go on the actual mission.
Huh.
That's why I don't
7.
even bother until I'm in the mission to look at the watch.
Isn't 7 a lucky number in some cultures?
I like 7. And with that, Jaeger walks into the mirror and falls in.
Barrett sighs as he pulls the rest of the books from his jacket and lays them on the table. What are we doing about the eye again?
We're just gonna leave it under the table there, and we'll see what happens when we get back.
Okay, hold on. As I go over to the wardrobe and push it back.
I'm not even going to make you roll at this point.
Thank you.
Yeah, you just... You know what it is? It's just Barrett wants it closed.
Well, see, now it has
the
a
clock
different,
tower
it has a different meaning now. So I would have left it open, Then I look at the eye.
It is still, even though without lamp, it is still extremely frightening on the other side of that door. Even though you know what's like beyond, like there is still the spooky shadows and forest between you and Haven.
Well, guess the only way out is through. I was, just full transparency, I was gonna do some like little stuff in here while I was alone, but I think honestly, I'd rather just get in there and start the mission. So I guess I'll see you all on the other side. And Sam walks through the mirror.
Okay. Is there like a throw blanket or something on the couch? Like
Not really.
something clothy?
No.
Okay.
You mean you could get something out of the wardrobe?
I guess I will try and like with the end of my jacket, like try and like pinch the eye from under the table and move a pillow so it's just flat on the couch.
Roll a wisdom
Plop it on the
save.
couch.
5. You see Trinket, who is like mid-moving or doing something. Like, what were you about to do as you see Barrett like going to grab
I'm
it?
like going towards the mirror.
Trinket's like about to step through the mirror and it just freezes. And you're kind of like, what the fuck? And then you see this like aspect of the owl, but they're like a little sharper featured, a little longer, and they're still like breaking apart into this weird cosmic essence like they usually do. And they go, it just doesn't have that touch anymore, does it? It's like everything's disorganized.
That's life sometimes.
How are you doing, Barrett? It's been so long since we've gotten to talk.
Yeah, that's true.
A fishing vest? You couldn't just man up and talk to me yourself?
I tried to keep you somewhere safe.
A fishing vest?
Would you rather be a doorstop?
I would rather you have all listened to me in the first place.
Yeah, I have that same thought a lot. That's fine.
And yet you keep making the same mistakes.
I'm trying to go do something about it. Do you want to sit on the couch or not?
No.
Okay.
No, you should take me with you. And don't tell it the others, because they won't understand.
Yeah. No.
I'm hurt.
Go ahead, suffocate me then, I guess.
I thought about it. Killing Jaeger by fishing vest was entertaining, and yet you wouldn't even let me do that. Sam was going to kill Jaeger, which I would have enjoyed.
Yeah, our creativity knows no bounds.
For someone who reads so much fiction, you are so fucking dull.
Shrug.
Just put it on the table.
All right, sure. Let go of me.
I did.
Okay, and I just put it on the table.
You put it on the table, and as soon as you do, Trinket, you watched Barrett, like, pick up the eye and set it on the table like nothing else happened. Like, from your perspective, it was that fast. And as soon as you set it down, it's gone.
And I, like, kind of shiver and, like, shake myself off for a second. And I want a new vest as I walk to the mirror.
Okay.
Are you good?
Yeah. Mirror.
Okay.
Are you going through the mirror, Trinket? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trinket steps through the mirror, and you're alone in the tower. You just see the eye on the table.
I just blocked that out. I'm not going to let that faze me. On to business.
Okay. As you all step through the mirror, you find yourselves in extremely clean halls. And the floor looks like polished to the point where it's reflective on it, like that catches the light with that like smooth. And every 20 feet or so, there are these white marble pillars in between these sort of extremely well-kept patterned walls that look like they're made out of stone, and they've got little like ceramic tiles making up a ornate pattern that just seems to flow. It looks kind of like teal blue or ocean blue with some like golden yellow highlights. And you see there's a bunch of people milling around in togas and sandals, each with different like bronze little clasps that hold on. And you see that they all have the same with slight variation symbols and like small gems encrusted in them. And all of you are all wearing basically the same uniform as if it were. And now the only thing you guys do need to pick is which Greek god would each of your agents be the child of, big air quotes.
Barrett has the symbol of Ares.
Sam has the symbol of Athena.
Jaeger has the symbol of Apollo.
And Trinket has the symbol of Artemis.
And then you guys all hear a bell ring that echoes throughout the halls, and all of the, in their 20s or 30s maybe, but they all look up, all the people around this hallway, and everybody starts moving to individual classrooms. Hey, it's me, Ellie again. Wow, has it been a wild ride in the world in such a short time. However, something was said to me that I'd like to share. ClockTower, this little show we make, is giving some people a few moments of peace and escape from the world right now. So as I've said before, if this show is helping you or inspiring you or helping you get through a very dark time, that's why we're making it. For all of you out there who are enjoying it. It's for all of you. Now, on to credits. If you would like to work with us, contact us through our website, ClockTowerAgent.com. To learn more about the art behind ClockTower, go to youtube.com/ClockTower Art and Animation. Barrett was played by Bink, Sam was played by Cal, Trinket was played by Kball, Jaeger was played by Trent, and I, Ellinthris, was your DM. The voice of our disclaimer is Valik Donahew. You can check out his work at patreon.com/madlanddreamer. All music from Season 1, and some additional songs from Season 2, made by Who's Music. If you would like your own D&D music commissioned, you can contact them and find all of their work through their website, whosisthis.com. Thanks, Who's. Additional music and effects provided by Andrew Smith and Cal. Thank you to our editing team for making the episodes what they are. Oh, and Cal, who does so much work. Thank you to our sponsor, Alpha Lupine Images, for donating the equipment to help us make more content with better quality. The ClockTower test on our website was programmed by Mike LeMay. You can check out more of his work at thinklikemike.com. Thank you to everyone who supports us on Patreon, and thank you again for listening. ClockTower Season 2, Episode 50, halfway to 100 of Season 2, will be out for all of our early episode patrons on February 28th, and will release publicly on March 7th. Till then, time's ticking. See you in the ClockTower.